Welcome back, 3D students. In this video, we're going to work on this area here of the skull, and we're going to try to make something that sort of approximates this, and this thing right here is called the zygomatic arch. Now, it's not going to be exact, but it's going to be close. So let's return to Editable Poly, enter polygon mode, and we're going to select these polygons, right here. And then let's right click and get the inset tool, and we're going to inset them like so. And then let's get the move tool, and we're going to hold down shift and extrude these inward like so. And then let's get the scale tool. We're going to get right in the center here and scale these in like that. Sort of has the effect of a bevel tool operation. Then I'm going to get these and pull them back out a little bit because I don't think I want them to be quite as deep. The next thing we need to do is get the rotate tool, and we're going to rotate these in like this and down like that. And then let's turn on NURBS and see what that looks like. It looks pretty good, but if we turn off polygon mode and edged faces here, you can see that we have this sort of area here. We need to fix that. But that doesn't look too bad, actually. So we're going to work on this a little bit more. So let's turn off NURBS and go back to vertex mode this time. And what we need to do is grab these vertices and get the move tool. And we need to take these vertices and move them out so that they're sort of even with the curve of the skull. And this just takes some tweaking. Because what we want is we sort of want this to kind of fade into the skull. You just want to get a smooth curve here. Okay, the next thing we want to do is space these edges out here. Anytime you have edges or vertices close to each other and you're trying to smooth, that creates a hard spot in your mesh. So we need to kind of space these out right here. But if we start pulling on them too much, we'll mess up our curvature here. So we're going to use something called edge constraint. And in the modeling tools, in the modeling ribbon here, you can find that button right here. And what that does for us is it allows us to move vertices along an edge and not mess up our curve. So let's move these out like that. And then let's take these and move them out away, sort of halfway between the other two, so that they're nice and evenly spaced like that. And let's do the same with these. Take this one and move it in both axes. And then let's exit vertex mode and turn on NURBS. See what that looks like. You can see that looks a lot better. So there you have it, our stylized skull. Let's go back here and add one more iteration to the smoothing and see what that looks like. That looks even better. So I think if I were to do anything else to this, I might take this and try to tuck this under a little bit. But I'm not going to do that right now. I think for our purposes, this is perfectly fine. Although I do see something here I don't like very much. So let me try to fix that. That is happening right here where these are crossed up. So I turned off NURBS smoothing and I sort of started dragging these around, and they're just like, there's a whole bunch of extra edges here that I don't need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start selecting them. And you can remove edges by selecting an edge and hitting Control Backspace. And that removes an edge without deleting the geometry. And as you can see, this has no effect really on anything, and it just looks a lot better. So that's what I ended up having to do. I don't know where they came from, probably when I inset. I'll pull that out and make that a little flatter there. Okay, let's turn on NURBS. It looks a lot better. I might work on this area some more, but I'm not going to make you watch me do that. I think this is perfectly passable for what we're trying to do. So that is how you make a stylized Halloween skull. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.